So we've seen electronic cars, we've seen electronic bikes, we've seen electronic scooters, but electronic baby stroller? What? Hi everybody, it's Andy Baryer from HandyAndyMedia.com. I am your DIY tech guy, but today I am a baby stroller reviewer because we're looking at the world's first electronic baby stroller. It's the Cybex e-Priam, and this is from Germany. It's got German engineering, so let's get into it. Cue in that intro. Like I mentioned, the e-Priam stroller was made in Germany, and it reflects that in both the German engineering and design. It's got a 4-in-1 frame system, so it can handle a variety of different types of baby seats. Everything from the luxe carrying cot, the light cot, an infant car seat. But for this review, I have their Prime stroller seat. And this generally will work for the majority of babies and toddlers out there. What's interesting about this stroller seat, it's got this fantastic sunshade that goes on top with a great red and black contrast, but you can get them in different colors. Now, the actual stroller seat is really easy to take out, just 2 buttons on the side, and you can flip it. It's reversible, so you could have it so you can look at the baby, or you can flip it the other way so the baby can have the same view as you while you're out for a stroll. Literally out for a baby stroll. Now, what's interesting is the electronic features, and that's what separates this stroller from anything else on the market ever, basically. On the bottom, you're going to find this power button that you can flick on with your foot. The battery itself is underneath the axle, and it's removable, so you can charge it with it on the stroller, or you can take the battery out, maybe say charge it inside, and maybe leave the stroller in the garage. Now, the interesting about this stroller design is everything happens at the actual handlebars. These handlebars are adjustable, and it's got a nice, comfortable, premium leather finish to it. Inside these handlebars are sensors, and the sensor can actually detect when you're pushing or when you're kind of holding and pulling it when it's going downhill. From there, it's using a bunch of algorithms to determine if you need assistance or not. So it's got something called like uphill support. So when you're going uphill and you're pushing and it's getting hard because you got the baby's got some weight to it, and you got all your groceries and stuff in the bottom, and you're pushing and you're starting to break a sweat, the stroller will actually recognize that and give you the assist. So here's the interesting thing is you can't tell it when to give you assist. It kind of determines it based upon your hands on the handlebar and the sensors that detect if you're struggling or not. Now this can work with uphill support to give you a little push, but also downhill to give you a little braking mechanism, so you're not trying to like contain yourself as you're going downhill. You get a little bit of assistance on the braking side, so you don't have to hold it or pull it back too much. Now the big question is, does it work? So what I did is I went and visited my cousin Jesse and his pregnant wife Jazz and son Kian, because how do you review a baby stroller if you don't have a baby and you don't have parents who actually could use it? So here was the interesting thing. I basically just brought it over and had them look at it to see what they thought. They loved the design. They thought it was a fantastic design. It's got that premium luxury look. It looks like a high-end stroller. So this can also, like I mentioned, go uphill and downhill, but also rough terrain. So if you're on a gravel, say, road, or you're in a trail and there's bumps and you need just a little bit of help going through that, or say on the beach, snow, what have you, you're going to get that assistance. Like I said before, you can't determine when you get the assistance. It determines it for you. And when it does, we were going up a hill with Jazz and Kian inside the stroller, and all of a sudden you could hear it. It just starts pushing it up. So Jazz really liked the stroller, not only from the design point of view, but that little bit of assistance is really helpful, especially if you live on a hilly street like they do. So I can imagine this is a feature that a lot of parents are going to appreciate. But here's the thing. They just don't know it exists. I guess that's why videos like this are going to help people, especially parents and maybe the grandparents, know that this product exists. So the big question is, does it work? Well, I can say yes, we tried it out and it does work. You just don't know when it's going to work. You can't determine it. It kind of determines it for you. It's kind of like algorithms that are doing all the sensing. Another interesting thing is you can't really see the motor. It's built inside the frame, which is, if you just look at it first glance, it just looks like an ordinary stroller. In fact, it can be an ordinary stroller. You can just keep that powered off and just, use it as is. If you need to use a little bit of power, you kick that on and away you go. So you'll get about a full days of use, depending on how long you use it, of course. But you could just charge it at the end of the day. But I think for most people, one full day, not a problem. You're going to get a lot of use. Now, the question is, who is this for and is it worth it? If you live in a hilly terrain, say you always want to go on the beach, and if you're always struggling with the stroller, then yes, this is for you. However, it is going to cost a little bit more, and I don't know if this is really a need that parents think that they need, to be frank with you. However, over time, I think, you're going to see more of these premium features come on baby strollers. Man, I'm telling you, the baby market's crazy. It is just like a cash grab. They totally take advantage of your love of your child, both the parents and even the grandparents, because if the parents can't afford it, they'll be like, oh, just get the grandparents to buy this, And some of these products are crazy. And think about it, the child's going to grow up. You only use this for a short period of time unless you have another kid on the way or you have a family and you're doing a lot of hand-me-downs. So that said, from a design point of view, I think this is a fantastic stroller. I really has that. I didn't even talk about this. Oh my God. My bad. It has this one-hand folding design. Now, I had to show Jazz how this works because basically you have to put the stroller seat down, you put the handlebar down, then you press the button, and the whole thing starts to collapse and makes it super easy to transport. See, it's those design elements that make this a fantastic stroller. I just don't know if people are ready for electronic push. I don't know if they're willing to pay for that. I think all the other features, like just the day-to-day features of folding it up and putting the shade out and having the extra room on the bottom for groceries or supplies, baby supplies like diapers and what have you. That's what people care about. I just don't know right now in 2021 if this is a need a lot of parents want. The thing is, there are compromises when you have a battery-powered electronic assisting baby stroller, namely the weight. Because, trust me, you can't have your cake and eat it too. If you put a battery, and we all know how much battery weight is an issue on like electronic cars, just think about it on a stroller. Because you have to collapse this, you got to put this in the trunk. And I think that's the one trade-off that is going to push a lot of people away from the stroller is when you pick it up, you have to try it out, pick it up. If you have issues picking it up, you're probably not going to want to use it. What's the point of having the assist if you can't even put it in your vehicle, if you know what I'm saying? So those are the things. I think when people are buying a stroller, they really want it to be light and portable because of that day-to-day use. You just want it to be functional. So that said, definitely there is a market for this. There's going to be those nerdy guys like, honey, we got to get this. And you'll try to push for this because you just want a lot of tech in your products. Then this is totally for you. However, if you're going to buy it, check out Cybex other Prime strollers. Maybe you can get one cheaper without the electronic features and you still get all those great design elements. It's really like you really got to be struggling pushing a stroller to want to pay for an electronic stroller. That's all I'm trying to say. Well, I'm interested in what you guys think. Leave your comments below. Is this a solution to a problem parents didn't even know they had? Or is this a problem that is well known out there of pushing baby strollers uphill or downhill? I don't know. And I want you to let me know, all you first-time parents or second-time parents or would-be parents. Please let me know in the comments below. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review of the world's first electronic baby stroller, the Cybex e-Priam baby stroller. One of those things, you just never know what product next is going to have tech in it. Now you got high-tech baby strollers. If you like this video, smash that like button, leave your comments below, and subscribe to this channel if you like DIY, tech, gadget reviews. Heck, I even built a little micro blueberry farm. You got to check it out on my YouTube channel. So, once again, my name is Handy Andy from handyandymedia.com. Signing out. We'll see you again next time. Bye for now.